In the high-stakes financial environment of 2026, securing capital without paying interest is the single most powerful leverage a business owner can have. When we talk about funding your business for free, we are specifically talking about the strategic use of 0% introductory per business credit cards, which act as an interest-free loan for a period ranging from 12 to 18 months. This strategy allows you to borrow money from the banks to buy inventory or pay for marketing or cover operational costs while you keep your actual cash reserves safe in a high-yield savings account earning 5% interest or more, effectively creating a profit spread that pays you to borrow money. The first thing you need to understand is that not all business credit cards are created equal, and the landscape in 2026 has shifted slightly with new offerings and tighter underwriting criteria. To maximize this strategy, you need to target lenders that offer the longest 0% periods and ideally do not report the debt to your personal credit report, so your personal utilization remains low. The undisputed kings of this space remain the Chase Ink family of cards, specifically the Chase Ink Business Unlimited and the Chase Ink Business Cash. Both of these cards typically offer a 12-month period of 0% interest on purchases, which is incredible because they also come with substantial sign-up bonuses and earn ultimate rewards points that can be used for travel. If you have a legitimate business entity like Unlock, you can actually apply for both of these cards over a period of a few months to stack your limits. For example, if you get approved for $20,000 on the Unlimited and $20,000 on the Cash, you suddenly have $40,000 of interest-free capital to work with for a year. Moving beyond Chase, the American Express Blue Business Plus is arguably the most valuable card for this strategy, because it offers a very reliable 12-month 0% per period, and it earns 2 times points on all spend up to $50,000 per year. The best part about American Express is that once you are in their ecosystem, they usually do not perform a hard inquiry on your personal credit report for new card applications. They simply use the data they already have on you, which protects your credit score. Another heavy hitter in 2026 is thus Bank Business Triple Cash Rewards World Elite MasterCard, which has historically offered one of the longest introductory periods, sometimes stretching up to 15 billing cycles on both purchases and balance transfers. This card is excellent for businesses that have existing high-interest debt on other cards because you can transfer that balance over and stop the bleeding immediately. However, you must be careful with balance transfer fees, which are usually around 3%. Bank of America is another institution you cannot ignore, because their Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards credit card offers a solid 0% intro for 9 billing cycles, and if you are a Platinum Honors member with significant deposits in Bank of America checking accounts, your rewards earning rate is boosted significantly. Wells Fargo has also stepped up their game in 2026 with the Signify Business Cash Card, which competes directly with Chase by offering flat-rate cash back and a competitive 0% financing period. When you are executing this strategy of funding your business for free, you need to be very disciplined about your exit strategy. This means you must have a plan to pay off the balance before the promotional period ends, because if you still have a balance when the clock runs out, the interest rate will skyrocket to 25 or 30%, which defeats the entire purpose. A smart tactic that many sophisticated business owners use is to set up a sinking fund where they deposit the monthly equivalent of the debt payment into a separate savings account, so that when the 12th month arrives, they can pay off the entire lump sum in one go. Another critical factor to consider is the difference between 0% per and deferred interest. You must avoid store cards or predatory financing offers that use the term deferred interest, because if you miss a single payment or fail to pay the full balance by the end of the term, they will back-charge you all the interest from day one. Legitimate business credit cards from major banks like Chase and Amex and US Bank do not do this. They only charge interest on the remaining balance after the promo period ends. To get approved for these premium cards in 2026, you generally need a personal credit score of at least 700 and a low debt-to-income ratio. Banks are also looking closely at your business revenue and industry type. If you are a startup with zero revenue, you can still get approved by using your projected revenue and your personal income as a guarantor. This is called a personal guarantee, and it means that while the debt sits on the business side, you are personally responsible if the business defaults. This is a standard requirement for almost all unsecured business credit cards, so do not be alarmed by it. For those looking to get very high limits, specifically over $100,000, the strategy involves applying for cards from different banks on the same day or within a very short window. This is often called an Akorama. For instance, you might apply for a Chase Ink card and an Amex Blue Business Plus and a Bank of America card all on the same morning. This minimizes the impact of inquiries because the bureaus may not see the other inquiries instantly, allowing you to secure multiple approvals before the new counts hit your report. Another often overlooked option in 2026 is the Capital One Spark Cash Select, which offers 0% APR, but you must be warned that Capital One is one of the few major issuers that reports business card activity to your personal credit report. This means if you max out a $50,000 limit on a Spark card, it will tank your personal credit score by increasing your utilization. Therefore, you should only use Capital One if you plan to pay the balance off monthly or if you don't care about a temporary drop in your personal score. Finally, there is the Ilin Financial Services Network, which underwrites cards for hundreds of smaller regional banks and credit unions. These cards often fly under the radar, but they offer competitive 0% terms and are easier to get if you have a relationship with a local community bank. By combining these cards strategically, you can build a stack of credit lines totaling $50,000 to $100,000 or more, all at 0% interest. This is effectively free venture capital that you do not have to give up shares of your company to get. Just remember to set calendar alerts for when your promotional periods expire and always make the minimum payments on time, because missing a minimum payment will you'll void the 0% offer immediately and trigger a penalty APR. If you treat these cards with respect and manage your cash flow strictly, they are the single best tool for bootstrapping a business in 2026.